this is a huge thank you on our hearts and from us. And I just want to say that how it started was I've been boating all of my life and loved it. And when Mark and I started dating and fell in love,
I followed her wherever she went,
Yay!
which included
As you're supposed
her
And now
parents'
I'm thinking-
sailboat.
Yes.
And yeah, so started cruising, and Corey's father was a real huge inspiration. So as I'd spend time out on their sailboat and then their power boat, he'd start quizzing me, what kind of boat is that? I say, Grand Banks. He said, no, it looks like a Grand Banks, but it's a knockoff, and you can tell, and he'd explain it. So after a few years, I got to where I could name most of the boats, and then started this idea of dreaming about maybe one day owning one. But it was so far removed, as we all remember when we were kids. You know, the thought of actually owning a little inflatable boat was beyond my comprehension. So
this winter, when everybody was closed in, we decided, we were sitting one night and I said, I'm going to just write a poem. We're going to write a poem for our boat, the whole idea of it. And then I had painted a picture, and that kind of became our logo. So that we decided to kind of do our own theme song and do our own logo. So we kind of had fun with that. And then Mark just said, hey, I'm going to put that to music. And so...
yeah, and there's been a few little sayings that we like. One of them came from a story of a doctor that went over to Japan. He was going through a beautiful garden in Japan on a tour, and not just over this fence was a graveyard, and it had a little sign on the fence. And he just couldn't leave it alone. And he asked the guide, could you please tell me what that sign says? And because it's really odd that it's here's the garden and over there's all the graves. And they said, oh yeah, it's interesting that you said that. That says, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. And so we've kind of implemented that into our little song, but we're
And then a
big
couple years
advocates.
ago, we were here at the 40th and bumped into Larry and Mary, and they were chatting with us, and we were saying, we're thinking about it, we're wondering, and they just said, well, how old are you? And we said, 55. Larry said, you have got not a minute to lose. You get that boat. You just start
He
that
said,
right
sign
now.
the contract before you leave. You're way older than you think. Anyway, so that's how it all happened.
Yeah. So
Anyway, we wanted to, just before we do the bottle, we want to be able to say thank you. Obviously, there's those who we work with very closely, and we just appreciate you so much. But I'm always cognizant. I run a building company. I'm pretty cognizant of the people that are behind the scenes that maybe don't get that much recognition. So this thank you goes to all of you, and maybe especially to some of you that are a little more behind the scenes, which doesn't take away from Mike or from James or others that are just so involved. But we know with a building company, we've got a couple hundred people that are all part of it, and the little people are what makes it work. And so thank you to all of you. And the last thing I did want to say is this, is that they say that you get out of life what you put into it. I think we'd all agree on that. And after 2.5 years, this is not a negative criticism. After 2.5 years, we've put so much of our heart and soul into this, we can hardly wait to start enjoying it. Because if that's true, you get out of life what you put in, man, we are in for some unbelievable adventures. So thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we just want to also ask God to bless this boat. Protect the people that are going to be coming on board. We're really big on being an influence, I guess, on people. So we've had many, many people on our previous boat, and we just ask that He would keep us safe, bring adventure, but change people's lives, because we saw that as people came on board and saw things they never dreamt they would see. And so a big part of this boat is the dream of having others come on board and to see a part of the world they'd never have a chance otherwise. So as we kind of crack the bottle, go for it.
I'm going to smash it, and Mark's going to sing our song for you before we do. All right? Yes? Really hard?
Yeah.
Throw it in the open.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes? Go?
Go.
Okay, I'm going to encourage it. I don't have the words
Cheers.
memorized here yet, so
Cheers.
without putting it over the edge.
Okay. Let's start with it.
captivating. Diamonds dance upon your waves. Mysterious blue beckons us to unknown shores and inlets new. It's deeper than the ocean, wider than the skies. A serenade's adventure displayed before your eyes. Take the path less traveled and don't blink, 'cause it's later than you think. Sunrise beauty, though the brilliant shades, my serenade begins to play. Look out the porthole, time and tides pass by. This moment's gift for you and I. Deeper than the ocean, wider than the skies, my serenade adventure displayed before your eyes. So take the path less traveled, don't blink, 'cause it's later than you think. Deeper than the oceans, wider than the skies, my serenade's adventure displayed before your eyes. So take the path less traveled, don't blink, 'cause it's later than you think. Sure to be a #1 hit someday.
That's a first.
Thanks, you guys.
Well done.
Dennis, do you guys want to go? Yep.
A toast to my serenade.
Yeah.
And to you guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
So for those of you who haven't met us, we're a family. We're Russian. We're originally a Russian family. So both Dennis and I, we're from Moscow, but we met in Moscow when we were visiting the city. We'd always look at boats, and this is the first time he's actually stopped. And we would always look, and the end of each page would be. We would agree that that's not a Nordhaven. So that's been for
No, admiring glances on Nordhavens, yeah, that was a theme
yeah.
throughout, especially the last 6 or so years of cruising. We were always looking, because being on sailboat, you know, you have plans and you motor more than sail, and enjoyable as it is to go under spinnaker, you know, in trade winds, for us it rarely happened, maybe less than 10% of the time. Otherwise, we're moderate, and it was a point when we made a decision, and we said, well, then it has to be a Nordhaven. There's nothing else basically there.
If we've been looking and saying, but that's not a Nordhaven for 6 years, we might as well start with the Nordhaven. And so it happened. It was on the Nordhaven 40th anniversary that the contract was signed, right? Plus minus 2 days, Eric?
Yeah.
Or so.
Worthwhile.
That was a good party.
Oh yeah, and initial thought, we didn't think of building a new boat, but then we quickly realized that this is the thing to do for us. What we didn't realize is all the work that we have to do that's going to go into this process. So that was a bit unexpected, but it was great, really enjoyable actually process. We struggled here and there because of timing and other issues, but the whole experience of dealing with Nordhaven family is extremely pleasurable for us. And you know, be it boat shows or visiting the office or meeting other people who I guess become part of the family of traveling on Nordhavens, everybody is extremely nice and pleasant. So that's a great aspect of this whole experience. And second, the process, as difficult as it was, or little complex. It was still a great, greatly enjoyable for us.
I don't think with any other company it would we would have any other company would have been able to take everything that Dennis had in his dreams, ideas, and wishes, and actually make it a reality and make it so seamlessly. Yes, and I second that. It's absolutely incredible the family that you guys have here because you're a very unique company to deal with, to see how you operate, and just the complexities of each boat that you take through from beginning to end, and then managing it after the fact too is just stunning.
Yeah, so our heartfelt thanks to the whole Nordhaven family, our guides through the building process, Dave, Philippa, Eric, thank you. That was,
And everybody
really
else
good.
who stood behind them
And
and who we
there's
haven't
Dave.
dealt with.
Dave is our favorite person in the world because we're thinking, well, this is so great. That was Dave's idea. Or Dave told us that.
That was supposed to be a secret, I think.
But yeah, so, and I wish we could send somehow our thanks to all the guys at the factory who made, the work there, and yeah, it's phenomenal. So, and we named the boat URSA, and we really hope that she, like a mama bear, takes care of all that are on board and carries us through, the nice weather and the stormy seas. And
we'll have an Ursa Major and Ursa Minor to guide her.
yes.
So.
And so thank you everyone, and congratulations to us.
Congratulations to us, to the family, and let's Christian the boat together.
Two wonderful kids.
Smash it over.
Maxim, yes, I'm here. Okay, I'll try the same thing as Corey did,
Okay.
but maybe I should
Give
do
her. Smash
Do you
her
want me
hard.
to hold your legs?
Should I do it over the water or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
It's just glass and debris. Right there, yeah.
Go Ursa! Yay! Thank you guys, honestly. And of course it wouldn't have been possible without you, without all of you, but honestly we're so happy we're now part of the Nordhaven family. Both both the people who enjoy the Nordhavens as well as the people who build them. Thank you.
Beautiful shot. Thank
Yeah,
you.
beautiful. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Wonderful.